Hey guys, 2384 Aviation here, and today, this could be a special video. Today we are going to look at the evolution of my spotting equipment. So, I'm going to actually move some of that right there. So, this video is actually pretty special because I'm going to show you guys the spotting equipment I've used through the ages since the beginning of my spotting days in around the really early 2010s up until now. And as you can see, it has progressed an extreme amount. So, I want to actually start here with this book. Now, this book started in 2016, or not in 2016, maybe even 2015, but it started with the last United Airlines 747-400 flight at 5 p.m., which took off for SFO to Seoul, Incheon, and that was on 10-19. Now, this book has probably over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of airline flights in here that have flown throughout San Francisco or throughout the Bay Area that I've been able to catch a glimpse of. So, this is extremely cool right here. So, this is actually one of the first things that I did when spotting because, again, I actually started with binoculars because I didn't have a camera, and I did find these cameras actually later in my spotting times, but I use these pairs of binoculars to really spot for my house in SF, and I would write down the aircraft in here. I know I have some older books as well with flight information, but I haven't been able to find them, and this I know is the main one that I've had. So the second camera I've used when spotting is this. This is an extremely old camera right here. I mean, this thing is a behemoth, and it was very uncomfortable to spot with. In fact, I think, yeah, it does have a tripod thing, so I was able to use my tripod, which I'll put on here now, which is that. So I've been able to use this as well in my spotting days, and then I transferred over to this. I use this for only a little bit though. Okay, so this is the view cam binoculars. This is a handy cam, but I can't remember. This is a JVC. I don't know the actual company that makes this. I think it's just JVC, but I use this only for a little bit because I could not find the charger for this thing. So ultimately, I ended up not using this as much as I really would have if this thing actually had the charger. I'm still looking for a replacement charger just in case, because this one right here is a little bit of a downside to this one. So this here is my Sony Handycam. You might have known this is actually one of my cameras I've used with most of my airport updates back in the day. This is a really nice camera right here too. I've really been fortunate enough to actually have this thing because it was the thing that really got me into spotting. Unfortunately, if you don't know, many of my photos have actually been deleted because my hard drive on my computer suffered a failure. It's actually pretty sad because I've had so many photos on that hard drive, probably around over almost 70,000, maybe even more, from like 2015 all the way up until 2020. Probably about 2 weeks ago from 2020, and then I got my new hard drive installed. But yeah, I also use this. This is a binocular thing, as you can see. It's, well, it would do that. It's kind of terrible, but this is a pretty cool thing too. It kind of broke, so the tripod mount doesn't work with that anymore. But I use this camera between probably 2015 and 2016, so this is where most of my old photos came from. And the next camera we have here is the Olympus SZ14. I got this thing in, I believe this was in 2018 I got this. It's 2020 now, so this is what I used throughout 2018. And then in 2019, I was able to, or actually with this camera, it's pretty cool though. It's kind of small compared to like my T7. Very small, but let me see. So you can see, it does still turn on. And it does run on an SD card, so we'll turn that out. It's kind of hard doing this with the one hand. Yeah, there's no SD card inside, but the battery is, so that's a plus. So we'll put that there. And the next camera we have is, this is one of my most used cameras. This is a Canon SX530. This is one of my most used cameras throughout my spawning times. I've gotten most of my photos on this. Probably about 10,000 or more were taken on this, but most of my posted photos on Instagram have been taken with this camera. And this is probably one of my favorites that I've used, but again, this is definitely a downgrade from a T7. Really nice camera, by the way. I definitely recommend, if you can actually find these, to get them if you're just starting out photography, because these are pretty nice. Now, this camera right here, it does have the flash. Flash on this thing is actually quite cool. You can lift it up yourself. It doesn't automatically do it like on here, so it doesn't ruin your photos. Same thing, I think, with the Olympus. No, actually on the Olympus, I think there's a button. Yeah, there's a button right here, and you click, and it goes up. But still, pretty cool camera. I definitely recommend, if you can find one of these, to get them. I actually have the fast charger with the battery right here. I haven't used this camera in quite a while, though, because I have gotten to the T7. Now, you're probably wondering what these are. These are just portable chargers. So you can see my cases have evolved to this big one right here. So this camera right here, this another charger, small lens right here. This is what I like about this camera. It's got two lenses. The only thing downside is that it doesn't have like the one lens. That's like, but these are interchangeable, so this is actually pretty good. The T7's pretty nice. It's a pretty big camera actually, so I'm actually gonna switch hands for this, because this is able for my other hand. But as you can see, this is quite a large camera. I do use this quite a bit, so I'm actually going to take the lens off on this one. So change this really quick. This is a really nice camera, actually. I have the big lens on this thing. I don't know. I love using this camera, however, though. It's definitely a good upgrade from the SX530. This is a Canon T7. It's not the eye. That's the only thing. It's not the eye with the openable screen, which I know some of my friends actually have that, so it's pretty cool. I still, if you can see, this tripod here is extremely old. This actually came with my Sony Handycam, and the Sony Handycam is much older than these, so I still use that tripod. Very rarely, though, because I'll sometimes borrow a tripod from school, since I am in the not photography, the videography department, so I usually will borrow like a tripod sometimes for the weekend, not all the time, because well, during COVID-19 especially, it's a pretty good thing I returned it, because I'm not been doing much spotting during this. So that's it. This is just the equipment kind of perspective, kind of throughout the history of, because I had nothing else really to post today. I'm still working on a ton of other things, as you know. Airlines you may not know until now, episodes are going to be coming pretty soon. Hopefully I can get our first episode up in probably about 1 to 2, maybe 5 days at the most. So season 2 is coming, and then season 3 for that is going to begin in August. So we're only going to have 7 episodes per season. So season 3 is going to be in August. So yeah. Also, again, if you haven't watched the update, we do have a lot of other stuff that we're going to be doing. Airport updates. Hopefully, if I can, I'll get back to doing San Francisco. Most likely, I'm going to be doing Fresno, or maybe another airport update. But yeah, that's really it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video here. Comment down below which one did you think was the weirdest one that I have. I mean, I have a book literally full of all the flight numbers, but this is probably my weirdest camera that I have ever used. Only used this probably a few times. Same thing with this, only used a few times. That. These top 4 right here I probably use the most at spotting. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below in the video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at 2384_aviation, or make sure to follow me on Instagram at 2384, or not 2384. fly_KSIA for the model airport updates. Not really been uploading to that as I kind of wanted to, not consecutively. So most likely just follow me on 2384 Aviation. Also, I have a Twitter, so make sure to follow me on that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm 2384 Aviation, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.